Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Decker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Casper inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans! Once again, this is the end of the fun double dip for the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain all the way down to all 50 states and the globe, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
Not too much. How's it feel being back in the States, Geekins?
Good.
Awesome. Cool. Just get your sunblock. You're so mellow. Get your sunblock. We're going to Florida. And no, we're not going to visit your parents. We're just going to go visit. And if they get, let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside work. Welcome to your next best friend.
Your next best friend.
Emily Locke.
Hello. Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Hey,
It's going great. How are you?
Good. Did we mess it up? Were we good?
No, you did not mess it up. You got it. I'm so proud of you. I will be your next best friend. So
kudos. Get the PlayStation. Yeah, I got an achievement.
Yes, you did get an achievement.
Yes. Didn't fail.
It's like Joe gets. It's like the meme. Achievement unlocked.
Yes.
What did I get? And it's always for me. I get something. It would be something dumb. I get. It's like you can move the controller. You can move the guy left. No, nothing cool.
That's not cool. It's like I don't get armor, or I don't.
You got nothing. You got I get sunglasses with no lenses in them.
With no lenses. Oh yeah.
No lenses in them. Nope.
Yeah, those won't work here in Florida.
I'll have like a sunburn from like here to here.
Yeah, then around.
Yeah, I'll be so burnt.
Spiffy wants to know if we could be friends too.
Of course. Yes, let's be friends. I love friends.
That's good. Yay.
Yay.
So if our fans aren't familiar with you, I don't know why they're not. Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, hi. I am your next best friend, Emily Locke. I'm actually fairly new to wrestling. I made my pro debut in June, at the very end of June last year. And so I wrestle out of like Florida, mostly Central Florida, but I'll make my way other places, and I'm trying to get other places. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't really have like a style. I'm trying to think. Like I'm not like I don't do hard hitting. But I like to be friends, and nobody wants to be my friend. None of those girls like being friends.
No,
we'll be your friend. The dudes will be your friend.
Yes, please. Thank you. Please.
I don't know about Geek. He's a heel. I'll be your friend.
I'm the heel of the podcast, so
I'll be your manager. I'll wear the cool jack with the lock on the back. I'll be
yes. That would be awesome. I would love that.
I'll put the lock on my sleeve because I have the dudes here. The wrong way.
That's perfect.
Reverse. I put the locks on my sleeves.
Yes, you hold the locks on your sleeve.
Yes.
Love that.
So who trained you?
Oh, I train at the Wrestling Lab with Jay Lethal, Big Con, and David Mercury.
Oh wow, Jay Lethal.
And Sumi Sakai now too. Yeah. So
Sumi Sakai? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Those are legendary people to be trained by. Yeah.
I am very grateful for my training experience. I actually started training right 2 weeks before COVID hit and shut the whole world down. So I had learned very basics, and then they were like, sorry. So my class had a very interesting way that we trained. Like, we stopped for a while, we split our classes because obviously we could do like less than 10 people, and then we trained, and then we came back together, and it was a great experience, and I'm very thankful because they taught us a lot. So my school was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there any other place in the country or the world you ever want to travel to wrestle?
Anywhere, honestly. It'd be really cool. Like, a lot of people say go to Japan, of course. But I would just love, like, I would love to wrestle in my home state, which is, I am from Ohio. So I'd love to wrestle in Ohio. Just because, then I know my family could come and all my friends could come. So that's probably a goal of mine. So I'm working on that one. But I'd really like to travel anywhere. Anywhere that wrestling will take me, I will go, because I love traveling. That's another thing that I'm like really grateful with wrestling for, is the travel aspect. Because I like the long weekends and the road trips and staying in the hotels and all that. It's a lot of fun to me. So anywhere wrestling will take me, I will go.
So,
Awesome.
So do you have any stories from the road, or like the road trips that you've been on?
As of now, not too many. My last show that I was actually at, I was wrestling up in Panama City, Florida, and that was a trip. It was 6 hours. And I'm grateful for, like, I guess there's no like big stories, but like traveling with other wrestlers, I also like, because you just are sitting in the car, talk about wrestling, listening to music, having those good moments. A good story. I guess I would say my mom flew from Ohio to Florida for my debut, so that was great. I guess I didn't think of that. So it was really cool having my mom at my very first show, because she never really understood wrestling, and I don't know if she fully understands it now, but she supports me. So having her there was super fun, and it was definitely memorable. Plus, like, my opponent, Catalina Perez, she like used my mom in her promo, so it was like really funny. So my mom like stood up and was like, because I'm mega baby face, so Catalina was like, oh, you had your mommy fly out, and it was super fun. So that was probably my most memorable thing. As of now, I'm sure I'm gonna get way more memories, but as of now, yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah. She used her, and then watching the video back of her and my mom standing up and like, to whatever. I don't even remember what my mom said. I was in the back freaking out because she did the promo before the match. So I'm in the back like, oh my gosh. And then Catalina's just yelling at my mom. It was pretty funny.
It's so great to get like heat from someone's family member. Like that. That's like instant heat right there. Because I have my family all lives in Ohio, but some of my family members have a house here in Florida. So they came to one of my shows, and the heels again used my family members being there in their promo, and it was really funny, and it got them a lot of heat. And my family members just played right into it because they think it's funny. So they were like, "Yo, we're here. What are you gonna do about it?" It was so funny. It's that kind of reminds me of, I was at a show with Joe, right? And Joe knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's a wrestler on Long Island. His name is Coach Mamone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar. And his dad was there. So one of the heels would say, well, after I beat your son, I don't even want to say what I'm about to say, right? Joe knows what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? He knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah. it was insane. The way I personally do think it's cool to have like wrestling, real life, go into wrestling. You just don't want it to go too far, because some people won't. Yeah, some people may not know. If your parents aren't prepared that that's going to happen, they may think they're really going after them, and they don't know how to take it, and that they're not, as your mom is really not into wrestling. So like, what if she doesn't think it's a joke, and what she may think that she really is going after you?
Yeah. That makes me think of I went to this indie promotion up in Ohio before I even started wrestling, but like to watch. And at the very end, or like right before intermission, these wrestlers were like fighting or whatever, and a girl comes out, and a guy gives a girl a pile driver,
And this fan just like lost his mind, like freaked out. And that just makes me think of that, like, yeah, like these people might like not realize like, you know, that was planned, you know, she's fine. But yeah, he like lost his mind. It was insane. So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
All right. We already asked you locations you want to travel to wrestle. Is there any wrestlers you've been watching like on YouTube or like seeing on Instagram? You're like, I'll wrestle them.
Well, I will definitely say a lot of the Florida indie girls, just because, you know, I'm still on the indies. So I find like more achievable things first. You know what I mean? So like coming up, I'll be facing Lexi Gomez. So I'm excited to face her. And I will be facing Tana Lee very soon. And I really want to work with her because Tana Lee has a very amateur wrestling style. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she's very amateur wrestling. I think she coaches amateur wrestling. And then my wrestling style is like basically what I like to say is I like to fling myself at people. Like I do, you know, a senton, I do a cannonball, I do bronco buster. Like I do all the moves where my body's just flinging at you. So I feel like it'd be very that's going to be a really interesting match to watch our like styles mix. But then like on a bigger level, of course, I'd want to face somebody like, you know, I want to face Charlotte. I think Rhea Ripley is fantastic. Would love to face her. I think Sasha would be a really good opponent because I see what Sasha can do. And she's amazing in the ring. I'd love to face Britt one day. I think Britt Baker is a fantastic wrestler. I'd really like to face her. Even Thunder Rosa. I have heard a lot because Catalina Perez, she faced her on AEW Dark, and she told me about the match, and she's like, she was just so great to work with. So she made me really want to face Thunder Rosa. So those are probably my top ones. I'm sure there's more that I'm not thinking of right now. Oh, I definitely want to face Kylan King too. She's like really big right now. Marina Tucker, I've done a like training match with her. So I'd like to actually face her on an actual show because I really enjoyed working with her too. So yeah, lots of them.
They've both been on the podcast, so.
Oh, really? That's so good. Yeah.
They're so super nice, you know?
Yeah,
it was so cool when we had Marina Tucker. She was doing something, and she's like, she thought we would be like, oh, come on. We're like, go home and set up. We'll do it like that. Okay, no problem. She thought we were going to be like,
she's
we were super nice, you know.
And she was so happy. She's like, "Oh my god, you guys are so cool with me." Like, I was freaking out that you were gonna like be mad, and we're like, we care about the two things we care about. We care about a lot of stuff with our guests.
Mm-hmm.
We care about their safety. We care about the way they are, and we care about if we have a good conversation going.
Right.
That's all we care about. We care about them, their safety, and conversation.
Right. And that's good to, you know, as a podcast, that's exactly what somebody like me likes to hear. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, the most important thing is we all want to have fun on this podcast.
Yeah, you guys are fun. I like talking to you guys.
And we like to dance.
Yeah, dancing with no music.
Yep. The last time I did the dancing with no music was a female wrestler from England named Kiara.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Randomly, Geek is like, Joe's dancing with the guests with no music.
Yeah.
I love that.
How do you know this clip? I'm gonna beg Geek to make the clip of just randomly no music dancing. I'll put it on TikTok and add music.
Yeah, you don't need music in the moment.
Anyway, it'll be some random music.
Mm-hmm.
Could be an 80s song.
In the last podcast, which was earlier today, the guest was actually mentioning that Rhea Ripley should be the men's champion because she's so big.
She is.
It's like who's gonna take her? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. She's awesome. I could not. So I'm 5'1". I just want to stand next to her. I just want to stand next to her and be like, okay, could I really look like I could take this girl? Probably not, but I'll try anyway.
It's like who's believable to go up against Rhea Ripley?
Exactly. Charlotte, maybe. Charlotte's tall, right?
Charlotte's really tall.
Yeah, I think Charlotte would be convincing.
Charlotte's the only one that could really take her because I mean, like she could probably Rhea Ripley could probably take on men if she really.
Oh, she probably could.
If she really wanted to.
They have her facing what's her face, the unbelievable superhero, whatever. I'm like, that's the
Nikki Ash, yeah.
That rivalry needs to end soon. That is getting boring. I'm like, no. And you said you're 5'1"? Did we just become best friends? Because I'm 5'1" too.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Joe dances grooves. There you go. We all got it there.
Yes.
Dance party.
Yes, in the ringside area.
Yeah. Who was that? Somebody would do like random dance break. Was that a wrestler or am I thinking?
Oh yeah, that was
Carmella.
Okay, I was about to say I know there was somebody who did random dance breaks, and I'm not crazy.
For me being 5'1" and you 5'1", we got a way to go.
Yes, way to go. I get made fun of for my height all the time. So tiny.
You would laugh like anytime. If you look at our Instagram page, me and Geek going somewhere to meet a wrestler, it's like Geek's up here and I'm down here. It's just like
he's like, "Where's Joe?
Hi.
Where's Joe?" He's like, "Oh, he's down there, right?"
I'm all the way down here.
Down here. It'd be like if we ever met and did a picture together, you'd have to like get on your tippy toes and take a picture with Geek.
and then I'll be like, "Where's the guest?"
I don't know.
Down here.
How tall are you though?
I think 5 or 6.
5'5", 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, way taller than me.
Yep. Peanut size. We're peanut size.
Yeah, we're teeny tiny. JC is even smaller because we were talking about JC. JC is even smaller than me.
Uh-huh.
She's little.
Oh gosh, did we just get a video or a picture? What was it? Oh geez. Wasn't it? It's a picture. She just took my mod. She takes pictures of us at random.
Aww.
Yeah.
And she took a picture of me like this.
That's so cute. Oh, that's so cute.
Well, later on we'll do the fun.
Right. So what would you say your favorite matches of all time?
Oh, that's a hard question. That's a really hard question. Now, this might be okay. So this is an indie show, so this might be like,
It's not Melina versus Alicia Fox, is it?
No. No. So
I just gotta tell you the funny story. No, I gotta tell you the funny story. My friend actually, he's gonna kill me on this one. He was actually telling me, it's like, they had that opportunity, right, to do that match in the Royal, because Melina and the Alicia Fox were both in the Royal Rumble this year. So, and then Cameron was in the Royal Rumble as well. So she could have been like, "Oh, it's my favorite match, Alicia versus Melina Fox."
Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
So I never thought about that. I'm like, gee, I didn't think about that. That is so funny.
Oh,
He's gonna kill me for mentioning that, but that's funny though.
Yeah. So my favorite match. So I would say, I guess I have a lot of memorable matches that I have seen in person. So for me, I was mentioning the indie one. So there was a promotion. I've actually worked for the promotion here in Sarasota, Florida. They had this like tag team ladder match, and I don't know if it was just because the crowd was so into it. I don't know if it's because I knew the people that were in the match. I don't know what it was, but it was such a good ladder match. But then I think back to the very first show I ever went to in person. And of course, this sounds like, I'm like crazy, my coach, but Jay Lethal was in the main event. And from what I remember, that was a fantastic match too. I cannot tell you who he was facing. I have a really bad memory when it comes to stuff like that.
Thanks for the follow.
Yay!
The cat's back.
The cat's back. Yeah. So go ahead. You continue. You were talking about the match.
Yeah. So I can't remember who he was facing, but I think something that like sticks with me is like the moments that like made me like absolutely love wrestling, because I was not really big into wrestling until 2015. So like I've watched it casually, but never like super into it until like 2015. So yeah. I'll get back to you if I can really like
remember it.
Yeah, because yeah.
You could always write it. You could always message the question thing after the show.
Yeah, I just have a bad memory with that kind of stuff. And now, if you ask me who my favorite match I had with somebody else was, I could tell you no, of course.
There you go.
But,
yeah, okay. That would be my question. What is your favorite match that you've done?
Okay, so there's probably two. Now, my first favorite match is I was in a triple threat against Kelsey Reagan and Chelsea Durden at Grind Time Wrestling. That match was absolutely insane. It was, I don't know if it's just I liked it so much because we did a Tower of Doom spot. So we did, superplex and I did the power bomb. That was fun. I really like working with Kelsey Reagan. So I feel like every time I face her, it just, I don't know. I feel like I have good chemistry with her. And then I would also say this last match I had against JC Love at Freedom Force Wrestling, we did a crap ton of like false finishes. So we were able to showcase like more moves that we knew how to do because the promoter was like, it's all up to you. This is all you guys. You pick the winner. You pick everything. This is you. So that was really cool. And we were the first ever women's match at that show. So that also meant a lot to me specifically. I'm sure it meant a lot to her too, but that was awesome. And I just think that experience at Freedom Force was awesome. But yeah, so those are my top two matches for myself. It was they're a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you have a favorite food?
Ooh, I do. So everybody who knows me says I have two favorite flavors, and it's buffalo and ranch. So my favorite thing to eat is chicken wings. I absolutely love buffalo chicken wings. Yeah, I get made fun of all the time. It's like, or I'm getting chicken tenders no matter where I go. I'm almost 25, and I'm still that girl who's eating chicken tenders and chicken nuggets every time I go anywhere. But yeah, and that's my top. And then I used to be really obsessed with chicken Alfredo. That was one of my top things as growing up. Like every time, like for my birthday, my mom's like, what do you want for dinner? And I'm like, chicken Alfredo, please. That's all I want.
Yeah, you and the mod both love chicken wings,
Oh, I love chicken wings. I literally had some last night, and I had the rest of them today.
There's a place I'm gonna have to take a picture. I have to find the picture, delete a picture on my phone. There's a place by me that's in Scranton, Pennsylvania that makes hot sauce. It's called Peggy's.
Mm-hmm.
And they make the best hot sauce you will ever have.
Did you just say Scranton?
Yeah, Scranton, Pennsylvania.
I love The Office.
Yes, Office is the
bomb. My gosh. I used to think that it wasn't really a place, but then I looked it up. Oh my gosh. Is The Office really there?
Yes, they have a building. It's a real building, yes, and they have the logo painted on the logo on the side of the building.
What?
Yes.
That is amazing. I'm jealous.
Yes, so definitely have to look up Peggy's, and
Peggy's. I will do that.
Peggy's is a local that they sell Buffalo Blue.
Ooh.
They sell Buffalo. They sell mild. They sell sweet heat. They sell. Oh my gosh, they have quite a few sauces. The
sounds so good.
Favorite.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Favorite. I love that.
Yeah, I just now for the first time yesterday tried Wingstop. So good.
Yeah,
I didn't realize how good Wingstop was.
I've never had Wingstop, but I heard good things about it.
I told you about them, Geek Last. I said next time I go to your house, we're gonna have to get wings from them because they come out. I don't even have them by me in Milford, and they show them on the TV. I'm just like,
oh, so good.
Next time we hang out, we gotta go to Wingstop, Joe.
And if you like ranch, I think they make homemade ranch, and that ranch, I've never had such delicious ranch. So
out of all the wing places you like getting your wings at, what is like your king and queen forever?
So I would have before yesterday, I would have said Buffalo Wild Wings, which I'm so basic for that. I was a Buffalo Wild Wings diehard. Like that was my favorite
Join
place.
the chat.
Okay. Hey, what's going on? That's my other half.
Aw. But now I would say Wingstop is probably my favorite. But I mean, I only had it once and it was delivery. So I mean, it could be even better, like fresh. So I'm probably going to say Wingstop now, but before it was definitely Buffalo Wild Wings. I always got crap for that because everybody hates Buffalo Wild Wings, but I love it. I think it's because it's so crispy. That's what I like about it.
Hooters used to be my king. Like with my queen with the Hooters. Me and Angela.
They said the best. They said the best wings.
Me and my sister and Geek would go there for like and have beer and have wings, and like we would just eat the wings and just like
those wings were awesome.
I tried it once and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if it was like their sauce because I don't like sauces that you can tell are a butter base, you know. And I think that's what I didn't like about them. There was also I like Roosters. I don't know if you've heard of Roosters.
They came into our chat one time into the show.
What?
Yes. Mikey? Rooster fries.
Rooster fries.
Rooster fries came in.
Rooster fries. I've never heard of that. I'm like there's this like a Rooster's Wings place. I've never heard of Rooster fries. I bet that's delicious.
It's weird.
I think he's from like Central, you know?
Yeah. Out of nowhere one day, we were just doing the show with a guest, and all of a sudden this guy comes up with the Rooster logo, and we're like, just kind of like vulgar logo. Rooster.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then we looked it up afterwards. Geek's like, that's a real place. And we're like, what the heck are they doing on our podcast?
What are you doing here? Hi.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Well,
They came in once or twice they came in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with Twitch?
Oh, okay. So I graduated college in 2019. Right after I graduated college, I moved to Florida. So I went to college up in Ohio, graduated in Ohio, but I was like, while I was in college, I found a job in Florida. So then I moved to Florida. And I discovered Twitch my senior year of college, and I enjoyed watching. And I was like, that just looks so much fun to do. And so once I moved to Florida, I got the setup, and it was like a crappier setup than what you're seeing now. But you know, you start somewhere. So I started streaming, and I streamed 5 days a week. And I got my affiliate within like the first 5 days. It was insane. And then I just continued to stream and stream and stream. I just discovered it, and I was like, it just seems so fun. And like ever since I started streaming, it was June of 2019. So like going on 3 years, you meet so many amazing people. I don't know if any of my chat's here, but hi, if you are, you guys, they are amazing. I have had some of the most loyal, amazing people come into my life through Twitch. And they're just so nice, and it's just cool because I also obviously moving like across country, I had no friends, so kind of that was like where I started getting friends. And obviously when I started wrestling and started work, then I started meeting more people. But yeah, it's been a great experience. I built my own PC. You can't see it, but I built my own PC because of Twitch. So yeah, it's been a great experience, and I'm really grateful for all the people I've met. And I'd say we're like lifelong friends, most people. Some people could be a little iffy, but and then I've had so many people just like come and go, like so many stories, like, I've had so many fun. Yes, that's Balls. I don't know. I think his name is Ballsy, but I call him Balls. So yeah. So we've had just a lot of fun times with my Twitch, and it's been great. I mostly do just chatting, so we just sit there and talk. Now, since I started wrestling, my whole stream not revolves around wrestling, but it's a lot of wrestling talk. So I've also got to meet a lot of people who enjoy wrestling as much as I do, or at least enjoy watching it, and then they're supporting me too. So it's really cool to like they've seen my whole transformation for wrestling, because when I started stream, I had no plans to wrestle, and then I started wrestling school, and like they've been with me through this whole journey, so it's been pretty cool.
That's cool that like they support you like 100%, and they you know, it makes you happy to know there's people out there that actually really want to like support you and make you smile, make you happy, and make you come back instead of going, I don't want to do this anymore. No one loves me on this thing. I'll get one person. But you know what? As geek, like people always say, "Oh, how many people you get?" And I'm like, "Oh, like 5 or 6 people in the crowd." It doesn't matter how many people are there. It's a matter after the fact how many friends that tell their friends, and then the next time there's 10 people in the chat, and you're like, "Wow, that's like with us."
Yeah, it's word of mouth, and it's if they, it's just so crazy to see like. Like, I've had people like say, I've just been watching, and like, this is my first time ever chatting, but I've been watching you for 6 months. They're like, I just enjoy just listening to you talk. And it's just so many amazing people are on Twitch. There's also some trolls. But it's still, Grew
up with wrestling with legends like Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Junkyard Dog, etc.
He never talks about this with me. Okay.
Come on,
he's always just saying random stuff in my chat. No, I'm just kidding.
Make sure you follow us though.
Yeah, follow them.
Give us a follower so we can see the dancing cat this way.
Need the dancing kitty.
The dancing kitty this way.
Come on, Balls. I say it. Balls, do it. He'll listen to me, or I'll delete him off of Snapchat.
If you want to,
if you don't see that, if she's going to delete you.
I will delete you.
If you don't follow us.
Hit
the follow button, the little follow button on Twitch right there.
The little heart, as you say, the heart.
The heart.
My heart always has fire. I like that.
See,
Turtle.
Can you do it like this?
Yeah, I can do that too. Like,
turtle.
Your middle fingers have to be turtle.
Awkward turtle.
The awkward turtle.
The awkward turtle. We learned that from another wrestler.
I love that.
Oh, there's another indie promotion that you should.
I can't put up the dancing cat unless the guy follows us.
Come on, Balls.
I look like Stewie on the couch. Maybe that should be our thing, Geek. I like the cat, but he's cute. Think of my sister's cats. Kitty. I want the kitty.
I think
my gosh, I'm getting a cat so soon.
I think your sister would just go after him, Joe. I think your sister would be like, "You motherfucker, just follow him already." I think we scared him, Joe.
We scared him away.
No, he goes MIA, or he'll respond with what I was saying like 3 or 4 minutes later. Oh, so you like wrestling? And yeah, we've been talking about that for 5 minutes, Balls. I love him though; he's funny.
Do you collect anything, Emily?
Do I? I mean, I wouldn't say I collect them, but I'm like super obsessed with pins. So I'm a Universal Studios pass holder. Okay. So I did not know when I got my pass that pass holders, now they don't do it anymore. They would give their pass holders monthly pins. See, Balls, you got to follow them or I'm deleting you off of Snapchat.
You said to follow us on Twitter, on Twitch.
Yeah, follow right
We're
here.
on Twitter too. Follow us everywhere.
Yes.
You can follow us everywhere.
So I would get like a pin every time I would go once a month, and I realized how like I love them, and so I have like a whole bunch of them. I've got, I don't know, some of them are just like cheesy, but I really like the pins. I would call myself a cup collector. I love cups, and it's like an unhealthy obsession.
Oh jeez.
Like, anytime, not unhealthy. Anytime I see a cute cup, I'm like, I have to get it. So yeah, I would just say those are probably the top 2 things. And I like crafting, so I think that's also something that is a little bit of a collecting. So like I do vinyl stuff, yeah, shirts, that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay, good job.
Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. Yeah.
All right, you're saved on Snapchat for now.
I have a pin collection, but it's on my wall here.
Wow, I love that. That's awesome.
I have the Bullet Club pin that my friend got me. My computer's all funky now. Great computer.
Bullet Club right now.
Bullet Club pin. Got a Bullet Club pin. I could see your logo be a lock with the skull in the middle of it.
I love that. That'd be so cool.
There's really no females in Bullet Club. They need a female.
There should be.
I would be a part of Bullet Club. I was like obsessed with them for the longest.
I had the shirt, and my mom saw the guns and was like, "What?" And then you're gone.
I have the Young Bucks Bullet Club shirt. It's like blue and orange, I think.
I was like, my friend's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to get rid of the pin." I think Geek said the same thing. I said, "Not if she doesn't know it's there."
Exactly.
Magic trick. Now she's gonna find it.
Now she's gonna find it now because of Twitch.
She's gonna find it
on Twitch and Facebook. She's probably watching this stream right now and be like,
"Hi, Mom."
Great, there it goes. And he's gonna take a picture of it and be like,
"Get it away."
Look what I found in the room. No. I got some random ones. I have one of Texas. I have baseball ones in here. Bullet Club. Rick and Morty Ghostbusters.
Oh, I love Rick and Morty.
That is
so cool.
Someone gave me that.
That is awesome.
Me and the mod. That's our favorite cartoon.
Freaked out when I got
Rick and Morty is so funny. I always think when I'm watching that show, like, how do they come up with this kind of stuff? Like, how do the writers come up with that? Like, I don't understand.
They probably drink and doing other.
They're really high. really high.
Well, because I watch The Simpsons. I'm obsessed with The Simpsons. And for the past couple, I'm on season 26 right now, I think. And for the past couple of episodes, I'm like, this is like some Rick and Morty kind of stuff. It was so weird. Like, there was one episode where, like, they were all Legos, but, like, Homer's mind, like, he was going back to normal, but, like, he didn't want to. And he was, like, all, like, I don't know. It was so weird. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is Rick and Morty kind of stuff, not The Simpsons, but it was really funny.
Yeah, Rick, that's such a funny show.
I started watching with my sister when she came over, like, was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
It was last year. We never got back to it, but it is a good show. I like to watch it on Adult Swim when it comes on randomly, and I'm like, man, these people are on some hard drugs.
Some of them I'm just like, what is this? Like, so weird. I still have to watch the most recent season. But that show is just, oh gosh, that show is so it's just so, like, I'm always like, I don't understand how you came up with this happening and these different, like, universes and how these characters are like this. It's just so interesting.
I think the last episode, Jerry turned himself into like a monster or something like that.
Oh, it's so weird. It's so
like,
funny.
What the heck is this? You know?
It's so weird.
You like Bob's Burgers or not a fan?
That was my show when I was in college. Like, I remember vividly my freshman year, I was in a dorm and I would watch 1 or 2 episodes of Bob's Burgers every night before I would go to bed. I'd have my laptop up in my bed, my lofted bed. I'd watch Bob's Burgers on my laptop and I'd go to bed. I was obsessed. I love adult cartoons so much. Like, that is Paradise PD. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. That one's really inappropriate.
Futurama.
Futurama.
They're bringing Futurama back, by the way.
Oh, I've never seen that show.
That show is so good. You're gonna have to go on either where would it be? Paramount? Where do they have that now?
They just mentioned it.
No, I think it's Hulu.
Yeah, I would say I think they said it was Hulu that they were gonna put on it.
Just if you're not working, you're not doing any streams, just watch every episode, girl.
I've heard it's so good. I've never watched it though, but I've heard it's really good.
Keeps getting canceled. Every other year it keeps getting canceled. You know?
I hate that.
I was saying to people, how are they're supposed to bring it back?
Mm-hmm.
How would you guys individually bring back Futurama? You haven't seen it yet.
I don't.
My idea of how they would bring it back, I guess they would have his son find the thing, the sleeping thing. You'll have to see it. I'm not gonna spoil it, like anything because you haven't seen it yet. But I would have it a certain way so everybody gets a chance to see it and stuff like that. Oh, family South Park. Oh God,
I don't know about South Park. I try.
I watched South Park since the beginning, since when I was in high school. I'm 38, so I watched South Park since my mom let us watch South Park and Beavis and Butthead. So she just told us this: just don't say it in public.
Right.
You can watch it, just don't say it in public.
Yeah.
What's the crime in that? Just don't be an idiot. In small ways, don't be an idiot and say it in front of your teacher.
Right.
Okay, so we go from TV shows to movies. What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, I'm a Harry Potter. I am Harry Potter obsessed. If anybody on my stream is here, they know that I quickly became obsessed with Harry Potter. The first time I ever went to Universal Studios, I went to the Diagon Alley area, and I'm walking through, and I'm like, there's got to be something to this. Like, why does everybody love Harry Potter? And I was like, this is cool. Like, all of this stuff is really cool. So, like, I think the next day after I went there, I watched the first movie, and I was like, I'm obsessed. And I watched all of them within probably like 4 weeks, like obsessed. And I watch them, like, I have of course I'm not using a Harry Potter cup, but I have Harry Potter cups, shirts, everything. I have I'm trying to read the books right now, but I would say Harry Potter by far is my favorite.
Did you get the wand?
No, because I think it's outrageously expensive. I have a wand.
$50, I guess.
It's like $50 or $60, and like you just have to stand there, and it's like they have like all those different things. Like they have little areas where you can like make magic happen, but like it's a whole bunch of kids doing it, and it like 9 times out of 10 doesn't work. But I do have a wand because they had like a wand like mystery pack. So I have one wand. And I have a whole bunch of like, they had these little Harry Potter like characters, and they were all like mystery bags. So I have 3 of those. Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
I went for Halloween Horror Night. My sister's like, okay, we're going to walk this way. And we walked through, and I'm like, okay, Harry Potter world. Cool. And then she stopped for the dragon. I was like, that is the coolest thing ever.
It's so cool. It happens every 10 minutes. I figured that out. Every 10 minutes, the dragon breathes fire. I love, like, that's even awesome. Like, and even going through like Gringotts, like for the ride, it's like they did so good at making it look real. You know, like the butterbeer is to die for there. I don't know if you got it.
Yet. I went 2 years ago for Halloween Horror Night when they did the 80s.
Yeah, I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights, sadly.
If you love horror stuff, you'll love it. It's so
I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights.
I've heard it's great. I've heard it's fantastic.
It's so much fun.
Joe, is it expensive? Because
I don't remember how much my sister paid. It is expensive.
I thought it was expensive because I remember Universal Studios, you have to pay 2 prices to get into Halloween Horror Nights.
One regular price and then the ticket price.
Then you have to get the ticket price for the Halloween Horror Nights.
And then, like, from my understanding, like I heard like all of the houses like seemed really cool this year. That's kind of why I wanted to go this year. But I'm like, because you're waiting in line for like 2 to 3 hours for each house, and they are only open for a certain amount of time. So people are saying, well, no, you should get the express passes. And I'm like, but the express passes were like $100-something plus for an express pass. And I'm like, so I'm paying, I already had the pass, so I was already getting into Universal, no problem. But then I'm paying for the Halloween Horror Nights ticket, and then on top of that I'm paying express, and I'm like, that's just outrageous. So expensive. So
yeah, that kind of reminds me of the time when I went with Disney with the mod. Like, we walked into Magic Kingdom, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we're closing at 6 o'clock today. But we will, like at 4 o'clock. We'll reopen at 6. Do you want to drink hot cocoa with Mickey for $100? I'm like, no. Thank you.
No.
I'll go over here. You should have did this, even though I would have kicked you in the leg. I'll just tell my friend Joe to put on a black hat, put a pair of red shorts on, and you can hang out with me and drink hot cocoa. That's cool.
There you go. And you can charge people $50.
The mod's like, I don't want to drink hot cocoa with Mickey for $100.
That's insane.
Yeah, right, Mod. You know you've been hanging out with Joe drinking hot cocoa. $50, please.
50. It's half the price.
And I could do the high pitched voice too. Drinking hot cocoa.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Hit them in the knee with a hammer. Where's my
It's
money?
like it was cute, but nah.
He doesn't even drink. What is he gonna have a big cup? Pretend like he's drinking.
I know. I was like, well, like you can't even drink with him. You're gonna drink near him, like, next to him.
And how do you know he won't come? He's not gonna come. He's gonna skip your table because what if that Mickey's a jerk? Like he sees you. He doesn't like your T-shirt because you're wearing a Goofy shirt. Because I'm a Goofy fan. Like he sees the shirt and goes, gives me the good old skivats and tells me to get out of here.
Exactly, he could.
He sees me wearing a freaking.
They put 150% into their parks.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to Disney.
I went to Disney with when I was in high school with.
I still don't care though. I mean, I wouldn't pay $100 to drink hot cocoa with Mickey.
Like, as I said, Geek, you want to drink hot cocoa with me? I'll put a pair of red shorts on with little dots
Mickey
in front,
ears.
Mickey ears on. I'll flex. I'll be like, we're drinking hot cocoa. Like, I'll talk like that the whole time.
It's the same experience.
Yeah, man. Short guy with red shorts on. There you go. Geek's like, no, Joe, we're not doing that.
No.
No. Oh God, Family Guy, another one. That's another one I love.
That one's good. That one's pretty funny.
I'm obsessed with the Spanish lady. No, he knows.
She's funny.
No.
That's right?
I got my dad's mom to do that, and she has like a thick Spanish accent. And
that's hilarious.
She didn't understand what she was doing, but she's like, no, here.
She wants to know about your birthday surprise.
Huh?
I don't know.
What's my birthday surprise?
I don't know. She said to share it. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to Vegas, but I don't think that's my birthday.
Yeah, Vegas.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Uh-oh. Rumors.
I guess so. I have no idea what. My birthday's in May, and
He's
I'm going to Vegas.
something. He's spoiling something.
Spoiler alert.
Probably. He probably thinks Vegas is for my birthday, honestly.
Well, everybody has their own cup of tea. Some of it's hot cocoa next to Mickey. Some of it's regular.
Oh, geez. You're gonna rip on me with the hot cocoa with Mickey.
Yeah, this could be a new thing.
I said, Geek, I swear, when I come to your house, I'm going to buy a pair of red shorts with dots in the middle and be like, you want to drink Mickey Mouse, drink hot cocoa with Mickey Mouse. You're doing it. I got the red glasses.
Here's your shot now.
Here's your shot, man. He's going to get so mad at me. Put your pants back on, Joe. But they're red shorts. They're Mickey Mouse. Enjoy your hot cocoa, damn it. Oh, my gosh. Right. So is... Okay.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, I think what he's talking about, now that I remember, I don't think it was my birthday. I went to Universal and I stayed in a Universal hotel and I got upgraded from a normal room to the presidential suite.
What?
So like it was insane. Like I literally had views of like the Harry Potter castle from my room. And it was like, I just like walked into the room. I think this is what he's talking about. I walked into the room. It was like giant, like huge table, like 2 TVs in the living room. Like it was absolutely insane. I think that's what he's talking about, but it was really cool. And then I got like, when you stay in a Universal hotel, for the most part, you get express passes. So I got an express pass for the next day. I was there for the 2 days that I was there. It was awesome.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
That's one of our friends from school.
Make sure you follow her, Thunderfeet.
She's awesome.
Thank you.
Twitch fam. That's our Twitch fam up there.
Where can they follow you? I'm sorry.
Here it's just Emily Locke, and then I'm Emily Locke everywhere else.
Awesome.
On Twitch, right?
There yes.
You go.
On the Twitch. I always laugh about the name. I always tell people, man, the name. When did they come up with this name? We need a name for our website. Why are you twitching over there, man? Got it.
That's what it is.
Done.
There was rumors it was called Justin.tv before.
I think it was. I think I remember that, yeah.
Justin.tv? Who's Justin?
The guy who created Twitch.
Okay.
I feel like I heard that before too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine they never changed the name. Justin or Dudes at Ringside Podcast is live on Justin.tv.
See, it's like Justin sounds interesting because it sounds like just in. So maybe like this is Justin. Like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you send us something?
Those are liquors. Those are cans of liquor, like bottles of liquor, like glasses of gin. No, I don't know. Vodka. No, vodka's white, clear. All right. What else? Well, my favorite movie is Ghostbusters. Why you didn't get to me?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
Ghostbusters, The Crow, and Jurassic Park. That's my movies. And that ride, I love the old Jurassic Park ride in Universal.
You gotta go on the Velocicoaster.
I heard it's amazing.
It's insane, and you have to ride in the back row.
Okay.
Don't wait in the extra. Well, you have to try the experience of the front row once. I came off of the ride shaking when being on the front row. It was that crazy. But when you're in the back row, they have like this one part where you're upside down. You're literally going straight while you're upside down. And then there's a really high drop. And since you're in the back, you're like falling for way longer.
Really?
I literally I went last weekend and I lost my voice for the entire day from that being the first ride I rode. I screamed so much. It was insane. That ride and Hagrid's are the top two rides at Universal by far.
Oh, wow.
So good. But yeah, I would say even if you're going with people, get in the single riders line if it's open. You'll get in there way faster. And so much fun.
Were you one of those people that waited 3 hours online or
no, I am. So since I'm a pass holder, I have learned what's worth it and what's not worth it. My favorite ride by far is Hagrid's, but I will not wait in a line longer than an hour for Hagrid's. Just because I love that ride, but I'm not wasting my whole day. I will not get in the Velocicoaster line if it's over an hour, but the wait times say 1 hour. You'll probably be in line for 35, 40 minutes. So they always
Yeah, that was me with Avatar. It was like it said 3 hours. I think it might have been maybe an hour.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they purposely do that to make it like, oh look, they got us on faster. But yeah, there's certain. I think because my pass is expiring in May, so I probably the next time or two I go, I will wait as long as I can for Hagrid's because I'm probably gonna get a Disney pass next. So I want to ride my favorite rides, one more time. So yes. Spider-Man, 10 out of 10. Love that ride. And the line for that one is so cool.
I've never ridden. The Avatar ride was awesome. We're talking about the Pandora ride. The one with the where you get did you ever go on that ride or no?
I've never been to Disney.
Never been to Disney? Wow.
That's why I want to get a pass so I can go. But
I did like the Men in Black ride. That was fun.
That one's so fun. Did you? Okay, the most basic, one of my favorites, E.T. Love that ride.
You know what? We didn't get a chance to get on there when I went to the Universal.
You have to. It's so fun because it's the last ride that's original to the park. It's the only one that was there opening day. That's still open, and it is so basic because it opened so long ago, but it is so cute. I just love that ride.
It was closed when I went. It was closed when I went because they keep closing it because it keeps so old, so they have to keep closing it because it's fire or whatever that happens in the tracks. So they close it.
No, I think they would keep redoing it. I think they keep.
They're probably refurbishing it, and because they're doing that right now. Right now is a really bad time to go to Universal because they've got Mummy closed, which I love that. Yeah, Mummy's getting all new tracks and everything. They had Mummy closed. They had E.T. closed for a little while. They have Dudley Do Right is closed. What else is closed? Oh, they just shut down Shrek. So Shrek is being taken out. They're putting in a new ride.
Oh, Shrek's gone too? What?
I think they're putting in. The rumor is they're putting in a Minions ride. So the Villain Con. They're doing a movable walkway. This is the rumor, a movable walkway of Villain Con from the Minions. So that would be pretty cool.
And then make a Nintendo Land somewhere.
Yes, in Epic Universe. Oh, I can't wait.
That's gonna be so cool.
Mm-hmm. I think they're doing another Harry Potter world there too for the Ministry of Magic, which that will be cool. I think they're doing a How to Train Your Dragon area, the Nintendo area. I don't remember what else. I watch all these videos about Universal. I'm like,
channel. I don't know. I gotta find them again on my regular Instagram page. But they're like pass holders like you, and they make videos on YouTube, and they tell you about what's coming to the park, what's the rumors.
Is it
What's that?
Is it Rixflix?
Yes.
I love him.
Bald guy and his wife. They look really cool. They look like cool people.
Yeah, and I follow Tim the Tracker. Tim the Tracker goes more places than Universal.
Tim the Tracker's awesome.
Yes, he is so awesome. But Rick Flix is my go-to for anything Universal related. I love him.
He has rumors. He tells you what's going on, what's opening, what's closing. Yeah.
And what's his name? Adam the Woo's good too.
I don't know who that is. Or maybe I do.
He is hilarious, Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo. That's what he says.
That's so funny.
He does Disney, but he does all these places, like these roadside attractions.
He got kicked out of Disney. I don't know if you know that.
Oh.
He got caught going down into the secret place of Disney. He went into tunnels.
I know who you're talking about now because I remember seeing that video.
Yeah, he went into. I freaked me out because I'm like, whoa, there's a statue. There's a statue that no one's seen since the 80s. And I was like, oh my God, the Mickey statue is over there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he went into a water park that's been closed since the 60s and the music was still playing.
That's so eerie to me.
It was the country. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that's eerie.
I was like, no.
No, thank you.
I was like, no, I'm good. I live in that kind of area. No.
No.
Scared. I'm scared. Where's my Mickey pajamas? Geek.
Yeah, Tim the Tracker is great. Yeah, Adam the Woo is great. Adam the Woo is great. Somebody you gotta look up is Adam the Woo. So
I'll have to look into him. Yeah, I love watching that kind of stuff. Just updates on the parks, even though I'm there all the time.
Yeah, you should a side job. You should try to work at as a tour guide or whatever at Universal.
I want to be one of the YouTubers of theme parks. That would be so fun. Being a wrestler, wrestling and theme park YouTuber full time. I would love that. That would just be the life for me.
I'm surprised Matt Cardona doesn't do that.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. He could be. He does GCW say, and on the left, this is what's coming to Disney.
Yeah.
He could have done.
See how much fun we are, Emily. We're
yes, so fun. I love it.
And it's also we had a show this morning. You think our energy would be like, no, we're like,
we're keeping going. We're going.
I love you're chugging along.
Even though I don't have coffee and I don't have any candy in front of me, I'm just.
Oh, see, this is coffee right here.
Oh.
Big. I probably shouldn't be drinking this because I have to work in the morning, but
it happens to me. I eat one piece of candy and it's like the meme of the kid eating the cotton candy. That's me. I eat candy.
That's
and
awesome.
hyperactive side of me is like, you got going to bed for nothing.
Nope.
Emily, do you have any upcoming shows or?
I do. So, I will be wrestling at Thunder Championship Wrestling on March 4th, which is a Friday.
Do we have the graphics? Hold on, I think
we have the graphics speak. He's the director, as I call him. He gets all the fun stuff.
Yeah, so that one is April 2nd. That is Shadow Wrestling Alliance. They are partnering kind of with Knockout. That's the one I'm going to be facing Tana Lee at. From my understanding, that match is their first ever or a women's championship match, and they don't have a champion. So one of us will be their champion after that match. So I'm super excited about that one.
Oh, Dirty Heels. I know them. They're friends.
And this company, I'm really nervous because I have to be a heel. I am mega babyface, but I'm heel at this company. This one is March 4th. This is Thunder Championship Wrestling. This will be my debut. I'm not fully 100% sure who I'm facing. I think it's going to be JC, but I'm not 100% sure. So that is coming up. And then on March 6th, I'm at Real Pro Wrestling. I don't have that one. I didn't send that one, but I'm at Real Pro Wrestling. And then on March 12th, I'm at Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling facing Lexi. Oh, I'm facing Devlin at Real Pro. Devlin Macabre. Yeah.
We've had her on the podcast before.
She's awesome.
So, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Super
so
nice.
that's lots of stuff coming up very soon, and I'll also be at a Real Pro show next Friday. So yeah, I have lots of exciting stuff. I might be going out to Miami next weekend. I'm not 100% sure on that one. So
we know some wrestlers that wrestle in Miami. We know. Wait, what's his name, Geek? You know, you always talk to him.
Oh, Jerry? No, Jerry wrestles. No, he wrestles in Central Florida.
I thought he wrestled in Miami.
You talk about Jerry Swirls?
Yes.
Yeah, I know Jerry. Yeah, I've never really talked to him, but I know who he is.
He's a good guy. He's really cool.
Yeah, I never met him. I know he was at the show, my debut show, but me and Catalina were in the back, and I was freaking out because, of course, that's my debut show. So I didn't really interact with anybody besides her that day.
Yeah, every time I'm in Florida, he's always like, "You gotta come down to ARW," and I'm like, "It's too far for me. It's like 3 hours. It's like 3 hours."
I'll be like, I'd be like, if he's talking about in our chat, I'll be like, then you're gonna send Geek an Uber ?
Send some gas money, right?
Gas money.
Yeah. I want to. ARW is a really good promotion. I definitely would like to work for them sometime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully one day you guys could ARW could come down to the South, or something like that. One day, maybe one day.
One day, hopefully. A lot of these promotions don't travel too much. I know. So Tampa Bay Pro is my home promotion, and they have a women's division called Dream Women's Wrestling, and they are actually the promoter actually told me he's trying to make that their brand that travels. So hopefully that happens. So that would be really cool. He wants to make the women travel all around. So
that's pretty good. I was looking at that on your Facebook, and I was like, Dream? What's this? I'm gonna have to ask this on the podcast.
Yeah, Dream Women's Wrestling, that's their women's division. It's brand new. Like I was I actually had my very first win at their very first Dream Women's Wrestling show. So they did a double header. So like earlier in the day, it was just all women's show. And then in the evening, it was a men's show or a typical Tampa Bay show, but it was just all men. They didn't have a women's match on the show. And so he says that he's trying to do more of those double header type things and more all women shows, which is awesome. And whenever there is a women's show, like women's match on the show, it's always promoted as Dream Women's Wrestling, and he got new turnbuckles and it has Dream Women's Wrestling on some of them and Tampa Bay Pro on the others. It's really cool. So I really like it. He's really pushing the women, and it makes me excited for
good.
The women. Yeah.
I like how they're pushing women's wrestling. Like
it's exciting.
I know a lot of promotions are starting to do that now. They're doing like a double header. Like they'll do a men's show and they'll say, "Hey, check out our sister promotion over here."
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I like it. It's definitely, I think it's something for people to get used to because, and it was really cool because all the guys that were booked on the Tampa Bay show after the Dream show, they were all out in the crowd supporting us. So it was really nice. Like,
that's nice. That's really nice and supportive.
They do that. Like sometimes the guys will be like, "Okay, gotta go. Bye."
Next date, right? But that's cool that they stuck around.
Yeah, they were there. They were in the crowd, and it's cool because they know like the cheering was like over the top for us. So it was like really awesome. So definitely appreciate them. I think I have been really lucky with a lot of the locker rooms. With like being a woman, like they've just been, all the men have been so nice and so great. So that's exciting for me.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing else, Geeky.
All right. I'm Metal Geek.
I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm Emily Locke.
And we will see you in the next one.